change before or after. I say,
and there's
I say
great research.
burn your body fat when you're exercising,
Right.
and then replace with good fats and a lot of protein afterwards, and that's gonna boost your muscle mass. Do the right types of training. Don't do a bunch of aerobic
Right.
training. By the way, we're talking about sugar. One of the greatest things you can do if you do happen to consume some sugar is high intensity exercise. When you get that lactic acid burn, you can't do anything but burn sugar to make energy at that point.
And become
So
a
that's why
fat burner.
Yeah, burn all the sugar out of your system, the excess sugar. So it can't do all this damage we're talking about.
One of the things that, you know what, I lost my train of thought. I guess it wasn't that important, or it'll come back to me, whatever. Let's see, let's go to Joey. Joey, you're on the ticket.
Yeah, hey, George, I got a quick question about aspartame. I've been chewing gum, like just basic chewing gum, 2 to 3 times a day just to get food particles out of my teeth when I'm on the go, or just had fresh breath or whatnot. But all the major gums out there had aspartame in them. I was wondering if is that the aspartame that's in chewing gum, is that enough to really, mess you up?
Yes, it is. Joey, it'll jack your brain up. You stay away from it, stay away from it. Anything with aspartame, stay away from it. Years ago, I had my own bottled water company, and I didn't have any money, really to start a whole, get a big storage facility and warehouse and all that stuff. And I stored my stuff in a store that sold supplements, and it was in the back room, and there was it was an enormous store, and they had a lot of storage in the back. So I was able to put my cases of bottled water back there and deliver them and go from there. And during that time is when we talked about the issue with aspartame. Aspartame was in over 5,000 different products. 5,000, not just supplements, but in many different products. I did the show with Dr. H.J. Robert talking about aspartame poisoning, is what he calls it, and all the effects of it. And after that show, I was called by the owner of the supplement store to tell me to take all of my bottles of water, my cases, out of there immediately. And wouldn't say why. Well, of course, because there were so many bottles or supplements with aspartame in it. Now, you won't find many supplements today with aspartame in it.
As far as the chewing gum.
And chewing gum, Spry.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Spry?
I love it.
It's got xylitol in it. The negative to Spry is that it doesn't have a sweet taste for a long period of time.
Right.
Chew as much as you want of it. It's actually healthy for your gums. Nothing wrong with it, but it's not really going to be great for you.
And I want to say this.
Go ahead.
I've seen gum that right on the front of the label it says with xylitol. Just because it says with xylitol
doesn't mean it's only.
You turn it over and it says acesulfame K and aspartame and sorbitol and all those other
Right. That's a
garbage
great
sugars.
point. It doesn't mean it's only xylitol.
Right. Make sure that you look back there and there's no other sweeteners other than xylitol.
I just made a mistake. I said it doesn't mean it's going to be good for you. My mind was working somewhere else. I apologize. You can have all of the Spry gum that you want. It's not going to hurt you is what I meant. So correct that. Let's go to who we got. Who's up next? Ken? Let's go to Ken in Plano. Ken, you're on the ticket.
Hi, hi, Dr. Webster. This is Ken Conti from Plano. All natural sweeteners, xylitol, I saw in the store. Is that any good to use, or is that fall in line with all the other?
Xylitol is a sugar alcohol. Our bodies can metabolize it very efficiently. It doesn't spike your insulin. It doesn't lead to metabolic issues. It's my favorite, and it also has actually some positive benefits. Oral dental health. It has some antibacterial effects. It can help prevent inner ear infections. So it is my favorite sweetener by far.
Yeah, it's actually good for your gums, too. Healthy for your gums. One of the things the last caller mentioned, not Ken, prior to him, was about his teeth, things in his teeth, he wants to get stuff out of his teeth. There is a great genius, as far as I'm concerned, dental floss that's out, a new dental floss. Maybe it's not that new, it's just newly introduced to me. It looks like this stick. It actually looks like a very short pen. It's really thin, and you pull the cap off and you put it in your teeth, and it looks like a brush, but it's a very thin. Looks like a piece of floss, but it's strong enough to push into your gums in between your teeth, and then pull out. Gets everything out. You don't have to worry about breaking the floss back and forth. You can use it, I hear, a second at a time provided you wash it off. But it's so easy to use. You carry them around with you. I can't wait to get some, and I haven't gotten them yet, but I want to get a whole box of them for myself.
Do you remember what they're called?
I don't even know. Somebody gave one to me, and I said, this is genius. This is really, really good. But it's hard. It's a hard piece that you push straight into your gum.
Okay.
Fantastic piece of dental floss. Anyway, Truvia, Purevia. People are trying to take what is already natural once again, stevia, and break it apart and have marketing involved, once again, to set themselves apart from just using stevia.
Sure.
Truvia Purvia. Good for you, bad for you?
I wouldn't chance it. You can get pure stevia, which is the whole plant extract, which seems to be like a neutral type of sweetener. Doesn't seem to have any negatives that I've seen.
Yeah.
So it seems okay. It'd probably be my second favorite behind xylitol. But why go with this refined, kind of man-altered Truvia or Purvia or any of those others? I just don't see the point in it, and there might be some problems.
I agree with you 100%. Why take something that's already natural and break it up and then use it? Doesn't make sense unless it's cheaper. And who's benefiting the most? People selling it. Okay, and you're helping them by buying it. Something I want to mention real fast. Some people may have this. If they do, you need to get it looked at right away. Hereditary fructose intolerance. It's called HFI. It's a genetic disorder that's involving a deficiency in liver enzymes that are required to digest fructose.
Oh, boy.
It's hereditary, though. So symptoms, gastrointestinal discomfort, which we know is an issue, dehydration, and convulsions. They say you got convulsions that can happen and severe sweating that happens with this. They say if left untreated, hereditary fructose intolerance can lead to permanent liver and kidney damage and even death. Wow. They say it's more serious than fructose malabsorption, which is something you and I have been discussing today. They say the treatment, though, is similar and usually the usual centers around a careful avoidance of anything that deals with sugar or sugar derivatives.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Avoid the fructose.
Avoid the fructose. So coming up, we'll take the calls. There's still some people calling in. 214-787-1310 about this show today. If you have any questions, any comments. If you missed the show, you can go to YouTube, enter 21 Day Body Makeover, and it'll be downloaded, or the podcast will be downloaded on my website, 21daybodymakeover.com. And we'll talk more with Dr. Jeremy Webster about the effects that sugar can have on your body, the potential effects that can be lethal that can have on your body. Coming up next, 746 rather, Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket. Okay, we're talking about sugar effects on the body. I just want to run down some of the effects that sugar has on your body. It's not like you don't know them already, but maybe you need to be reminded. You can gain weight. As a matter of fact, not that you will gain weight most likely. Unless you're a person who's got a ridiculously high metabolism, then you're affected in another area. If you don't gain weight, you're affected with your energy because sugar actually depletes you of nutrients that affect your energy. What sugar will do also, I've mentioned this on other shows you might not be aware of, is it actually ruins the collagen in your skin that makes you age faster or look like you age faster. Both is what you gain from having sugar. Cancer causing? Well, I talked about this years ago from a lady who was actually like a mother to me many years ago, and she had cancer, and I told her that sugar has a very, very negative effect on someone who already has cancer to stay away from it, and she loved the sugar. Her doctors said not to listen to your personal trainer, and I'm so sorry that she didn't. She's not here with us today. She kept having sugar until the day she died. So,
and we learned that fructose is even worse than regular sugar.
And we're talking the things that she ate were fructose.
Yeah.
So, did that cause it? Can't say that. I would never say that. Did it contribute? Well, it certainly didn't help. Okay? Immune system lowers your immune system, causes inflammation. If you already have inflammation in a joint, if you have pain somewhere, sugar is going to exacerbate the condition, but so can caffeine, okay? Steak, things that make you acidic. Heart disease. You want to stay away from heart disease. You have it in your family. Stay away from sugar. Let's go real fast to Kyle in Dallas. You're on the ticket. Kyle, go ahead and make it really fast, bud.
Yeah, I've been using glucose tabs during my weight training. I've heard that they can expedite, the fat burning process in the muscles, and I just want to get your take on using those.
Thank you.
Adding more sugar to your diet is the worst thing you can do to increase fat burning. Get the sugar out of your diet, your body will start burning fat more efficiently for energy.
You know what the thought is here, Dr. Webster. The thought is, I need energy because I'm so tired, because I didn't sleep last night. I didn't eat a whole lot today. I have stress on my mind, so let me have an energy drink or an energy something, a power bar, let's say, or any type of bar that has all this sugar in it to help me get through my workout. What people may not realize or appreciate is that when you work out, and you work out hard, and you only have a protein shake, I knew what I was going to say, this is it right here. Great studies show that a protein shake, a high-quality protein shake, 30 minutes before a workout can actually help you burn more fat. Let's stay away from that for a moment. If you have nothing before a workout, that doesn't mean starve yourself the entire day. If you have nothing about an hour and a half, 2 hours before your workout, and you work out intensely, not only do you pull all the sugar out of the muscle while you're doing that, yes, you won't be able to perform as many repetitions, you won't be able to perform as